Okay. Apologies for being a couple minutes late. I was out in the garage um, trying to finish another whisk broom. I did finish at like 12:58. So then I was like hurrying and cleaning stuff up. I decided I wanted to try adding a decorative element. So I strung together some beads and there's also a bead on the handle hanger, whatchamacallit. So there's a little loop in case you can want to hang it purely for decoration on a nail or something. And then and this is a big whisk in that it took about 6 ounces of broom corn. Anyway, so I have used the broom corn that I purchased, all of the broom corn that I purchased from the workshop. I have ordered some more, so that's coming. I've also ordered some of the sort of like the reedy part of the stalk so that I can learn how to weave that as part of the handle. But there's that. Also, I voted today. So yay. Yeah, took my parents. We all went to vote early at one of the locations that's close by. Used to be our polling place, but since they've changed our polling place, we're like, well, the early voting is at the same place, so let's just do that. Plus, it avoids the crowd of like day of. There really wasn't much of a line at all. We went about half an hour after like opening time. We got there maybe 40 minutes after, somewhere between that period of time. And we walked right up, and I think there was 1 or 2 of the machines down, but I didn't know if that was like the sign people in and check their license machines or the like actual voting machines. But since they had multiple of each, it was not really that big of a deal. So yeah. So I voted. Yay. And then I made a broom. Yay. So, productivity, ? But yeah, so I was also kind of trying to time how long it took me to make a broom, one of the whisk brooms. And it took me, I want to say maybe 45 minutes to actually do the broom itself, but it took me probably 10 or 15 to like set up, make sure I had the right length cords, make sure the decorative beads were strung, that kind of stuff. So it was not too bad. Not too bad. So that's fun. Anyway, hello, welcome. Happy Monday. Happy last Monday of October. Happy, let's see, how many eves are we? 3 eves. We are Halloween Eve, I think. Anyway, Stacy says hello, welcome. This is where I said hello. Monique said, hey y'all, hello. You're going to try to get some writing done today, but you've been feeling ill, just headache and just kind of being cold. So you may opt to just read in your room since tonight you need to take Karma to Scouts. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Rest while you can. I also need to do the picture poll today. I think today's was yes, I think it was this one. I skipped it. I skipped an extra thumbnail, so now I have to remember like which one I'm on. But anyway, love the braid. Thank you. Thank you. That was like how to keep it off my neck, but yeah, so I don't do them super often, but I do them occasionally. Ms. Campos Monique says, yay for early voting. Yes, Famine U went on Saturday. Thank goodness for local libraries. Yes. Yeah, ours have been kind of all over the place. We've got some in one of the historical district buildings. some in the library, some at the tennis center, some at um, I don't know if one of the museums had a location or not. I don't know. Anyway, we have a ballot box in front of town hall, just about a block away from our house. One of the perks of living in a super small town. Yes. Yeah. Cool Gamer says hi. Hello. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so I'm going to try not to slouch too much because I feel like if I do that, I might get stiff after doing all of the pulling for the whisk broom. All right, we need to start a poll. Your main character encounters a boo ball where ghosts have to find the right pumpkin to become proper jack-o'-lanterns. Oh no, it's too long. Instead of encounters, sees a blue ball where ghosts have to find the right pumpkin to become jack-o'-lanterns. Take out the word proper. And there we go. Okay, so what is our main character going to do? Start smashing pumpkins. Maybe your main character is not a fan of jack-o'-lanterns. Start a pumpkin auction. Let's see. Help the ghosties. Or leaves the party to go home. Those are your options. So start smashing pumpkins, start a pumpkin auction, help the ghosties find pumpkins, or leaves to go home. What is your main character going to do at the boo ball? Most of your polling sites are schools and churches. One of the schools was torn down this summer. Oh no, we wonder where people are going to go this year. Yeah, I still know that most of the schools turn into polling locations. But then there are so many different ones around this town that maybe they don't use the schools. I don't know. I never looked at that. Today's Therapet card is a long white dragon with a fiery tail, perhaps a Keeling, who says you're still making progress even on your worst days. Nice. A good sentiment. Monique says, I made my choice on behalf of Darcy, who is quite introverted and doesn't like loud parties. Let me guess. Darcy went home. And then Kara says, today's wake up, kick-ass repeat card says, leave room for magic. Nice. Always good advice. Stace says, that's odd. Like, I cannot go into school to get my kiddo without going through hoops, but I can just walk in to vote. It used to be that the schools would close. Like, that would be like maybe a teacher work day, at least in the area that I remember. But then, yeah, sometimes they would block off certain hallways that led to the gym or the cafeteria. But yeah, then if it's in the cafeteria, then the kids can't get food. So that doesn't work. So those would probably be the ones that are like actually closed for the day. The ones where they were in gym, you might get away with still having, but yeah, it's very much on our system. Like, don't go wandering around the school. Just stay in line to vote. But then again, that's also what the volunteers or paid employees are supposed to be doing, is making sure that they keep an eye on everybody and route pedestrian traffic the way it's supposed to go. So Monique says, today I'm going to work on the Pemberley chapters. Cameron and Julia are dating again, and Darcy will invite them, along with Ben, to have dinner at her restaurant called Pemberley. Nice. Charlie, hello. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. What are you up to today, this week, next month? I'm still, I still want to call it Nano, but Rough Draft Challenge, is that what we're doing next month instead of Nano official? Kara says, my town is supposed to have a stargazing night. Ooh, with a pulled pork barbecue. Oh, that'd be nice. But it's so overcast, you're not sure the stargazing is going to happen. But still, a barbecue night is not bad. Barbecue night is not bad. Is it supposed to be a stargazing night because you're likely to see the auroras? I know that it's supposed to be, I guess, last week and this week, maybe more visible further south than it normally is. I think, maybe, if I'm remembering things correctly. Stacey says, every time I have voted at a school, the school was open. Ooh, one had a blocked off section, but the others in the school you went to back in the day, you watched the voters all day. Yeah. Interesting. No, I remember being off and going to vote with my dad because mom would have gone either before work or after work. She usually tried to do before work because one time she tried in the evening and was in line at like 7 p.m. And yeah, it was a mess. So you can call it Nano, just maybe Nano the event. Right. Yeah, not the organization. Monique says, I like your profile pic, Charlie. It looks kind of like a jack-o'-lantern. In the mini size, yes. A little bit. Little bit. You love pulled pork. Me too. We haven't had it in a while. I guess mostly because we've been having like stews and soups. So maybe next is we'll do the pulled pork. Stacy says to Kara, that sounds awesome in terms of like the stargazing night and pulled pork night. Yes. Forecast calls for dark and stormy Halloween on your side of Texas. Nice. I don't know. What are we? I know it's going to be warm, but it's a Thursday night. So I don't know how many trick-or-treaters we'll actually get. We usually don't get that many. Weather. What is our weather going to be? High of 78, partly cloudy. Yeah. Chance of precipitation, 0. So there's at least that. Charlie's working on the nonfiction book. He wrote 3,000 in it last night. Nice. And he hoped to get more words today. Excellent. That'll be amazing. You don't really know the reasoning for the stargazing night. This is the first time they've had one since you've been here. That would be fun. Even if it's overcast, if it's not like going to be miserable, I think I would want to go. I have a plan for a progression fantasy book for next month, but only time will tell. Yes. Charlie says to thank you. Says thank you to Monique. Why am I getting my words mixed up? You need to look for a new location for Darcy to live. They don't have any Michelin star restaurants in Philadelphia. You're kind of shocked. Well, I mean, does that need to be true to reality, or I would be tempted just to like make it up. But if you're trying to set it in the real world, then perhaps that would be a sticking point for you. Yeah. So anyway, we need a critter for the day, don't we? And then I don't have any water, so I'm going to have to leave the room to go get water for the stream. So that's one thing I did not set up before I went to go make the whisk broom. Your rule is always go for plausible. Gotcha. It could be a new made-up restaurant, like it just got its star, right? So if someone Googles and find out, you'll be in trouble. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I think I would go with Stacy's suggestion of like maybe it's just getting its due. I don't think you like. I don't know that I would. Of course, I'm lazy, so again, instead of going to the trouble to find a new location that actually has the Michelin stars, you were surprised that Philadelphia doesn't have any. So everybody else would probably be as well. So, it's plausible that they have one or that somebody is getting one, a new one, brand new shiny star. Anyway. Okay, so we pulled the bat today and it's in the inverse position. It's number 5 in case you need that number. Okay, so here is the bat friend. Rebirth is assured. But again, it's upside down. It's got a little crown. So cute. Okay, so the bat, inverted, says, what are you refusing to let die? The bat is gently nudging you to let go of your need to cling to the familiar story that has already run its course. A new story is poised to be born. Some dreams were only meant to last for a moment in time. Sometimes they were only there to slow you down as you recalibrated in preparation for the new life that will give you what you really want. Perhaps you need to grieve as you say goodbye to something. At least you're saying goodbye to its familiar form. Perhaps you must let go of a part of you that must die so that you can be reborn. This temporary time in the dark doesn't have to be scary or sad. The bat gives you her powers of perception and awareness as you learn to listen deeply and navigate these unknown caves of temporary emptiness. You will merge with a new perspective, and the bat will witness you giving birth to the life that matches the intentions and desires of your heart and soul. Very nice. Very nice. I like it. Stevie is here. Hello. You forgot about the time difference. Again, it's okay. It's Monday. It's the day after. I think you should give yourself a little bit of grace. Charlie says to Monique, I think that's because the tire company doesn't have an office in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. You might be wrong, but they only rate restaurants in certain zones. Interesting. I did not know that. Now I do. Monique says that's true. I just finished watching a Japanese miniseries where a Japanese restaurant gets 3 Michelin stars the same year it opens against all odds. Gotcha. You pulled the Hierophant. Hierophant's fun. For your Buffy tarot deck. Nice. You looked into it when we were running a restaurant and found the rules to be very strange. There is a distance requirement. Okay, so distance from one of the tire company offices. Interesting. I guess if they're going to send somebody out to like test and review your restaurant, they only want to pay for so many miles. I guess that's it. Okay, so once again, don't forget to vote in our little picture poll for if your main character goes or attends a boo ball where ghosts have to find the right pumpkin to become jack-o'-lanterns. What's your main character going to do? Smash the pumpkins, start a pumpkin auction, help the ghostie find the right pumpkin, or leave the party to go home? What is your main character going to do? I am still going to be adding that character into the scenes that they are necessary. So let me pull that document up. No, I did not press the email button. I don't know what the heck that was. Anyway, so during the sprint, I will disappear for just a little bit to go get my water because I don't have anything to sip on. So that was my bad. Heather says, hello. Hello. Stay says, oh, maybe another idea is that she's up and running for the star, not that she's gotten it yet. Also an option. Yes. Let me even go home. I don't know what boo ball is. I made it up. I made it up. It's just your main character wanders into a pumpkin patch where there's a bunch of ghosts, and I'm calling it a boo ball, and the ghosts are trying to find the right pumpkin to turn into jack-o'-lanterns. That's it. I made it up. So, all right, let's do this. So, we need a timer. Here we go. Okay, so 1, save your document. Make sure you go ahead and pull it up if you haven't been working yet. 2 is take a sip. Cheers. I'll get mine in a minute. 3 is straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4 is make sure that if you need a break, take a break. And make sure that if you need to go to the kitchen, get something to drink, you do that. Here we go. 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Sorry, I was trying to spell slightly and my fingers were not cooperating with me. How we doing? Was that a good sprint? I did go get water. I put up the whisk broom in the kitchen. Just to keep there for right now. Let's see. Okay, so let me see how much I got. I think it was a pretty good sprint. Again, I'm adding a character to a scene, so some of it is just like blending. Some of it's new, probably a couple hundred words, but then the rest is sort of like blending that character in. Like they were there in the first place. Okay, so I'll total that sprint 1,239. My guess is that maybe that 200 or so is probably new, something in there. And the rest is just like here and there adding like the fact that they still exist into the scene. But yeah, so not bad. Not bad indeed. I will take it 100%. Okay. And this is, I'm on the third scene that this character is in. And there may be 6-ish scenes, maybe, that this particular character needs to be in. So maybe we can get 3 and 4 done today. Because I got essentially 1 and 2. Well, 2 was almost done yesterday, but now I'm into 3. Anyway, how'd we do? Let's see. So Heather popped in at the very end of our first chat and said hello. I'm trying to remember. Okay, so your character makes sure she gets her food from local markets and farmers, which include the Asian markets. Nice. Yes. Always love that. She works for a chapter at a restaurant workers union. She works for a chapter, chapter of a union. Okay, even though she's an executive chef, she supports unions. Charlie mentions that among chefs, James Beard Awards are more prized than the stars, at least among the ones that you know. Nice. Did not know that. Heather says, I'm out running errands, but I stopped at Dunkin' Donuts to grab a bite and do some planning. That was one of the things. So I didn't stop at Dunkin' Donuts, but the hobby/family outing farm that I went to with Bestie on Saturday had apple cider donuts, and they are tasty, but they are like denser than most of the. It's not quite bagel dense, but it's denser than regular donuts is how I would describe it. I guess because it has more of like apple solids in it. So yeah. Anyway, so here's your opportunity. If you get the opportunity to taste an apple cider donut, they're pretty good. And then that's where I went to go get hydration. Okay. The James Beard Award is part of Darcy's list of accolades, even though she's 27. Darcy's backstory in regards to her restaurant is that she started out as an intern there and then got appointed executive chef after her old boss retired. Fun. Heather confirms that the Michelin stars were created by the Michelin Tire Company, hence the distance to the restaurant had to do with whether or not you could get stars. Paget is here. It says, hey, hello, welcome. I'm slouching again. Sorry. Yes. Laura is here. Hello. How are you after your weekend marathon of writing and storyteller's hearthing? Monique says, I'm also planning on having Darcy's brother visit her, at least for a weekend, before he starts college in Boston. Okay, please forgive me if I mess up your name. Oana Potop, hello, just joined. Welcome. Please let me know how to pronounce your name. I apologize. Brooke says, I got some work stuff done, and then it's great to get into the swing of things again. Yes. Yes. Ooh, Laura just finished writing a flash fiction this weekend. Nice. Excellent. Perfect. I'm sure that you have gone over it word by word, and it's exactly the way you want it. Because that seems to be how you work quite often, is you are very, very particular about the word choice and the atmosphere that it creates, and it's great. It's fantastic. Let's see. For those of you who don't know, Laura has a couple of great videos on choosing the right word and making that atmosphere that you want really prevalent through everything, which is great. Monique says, thankfully for him, college doesn't start until August 27th. New student orientation. That's late. That feels really late. Of course, again, I'm in the South, and we start back like anywhere from the last week of July to the second week of August. So for me, August 27th feels really late for college to start. But again, if it's in Boston, I don't know when they start. So Charlie worked on the outline for the next part of the chapter, and you feel like you have a grasp on how it should flow. Excellent. Yay for outlines. Stacy read a tiny bit. Hubby talked with you. You watched a video. You decided that when Monster gets home, you think you're going to jump in the shower, see if you can recalibrate your body temperature. Gotcha. If you're feeling, did you say you felt cold? Yes, just being cold. Do you have a fever? Have you checked your temperature? Maybe you should have an antipyretic of some sort. The shower would probably help too. Heather says, I ordered an avocado toast and ate some as you got some planning done. Yay. Excellent. Brooke says, we got a little farm stand down the road that has awesome apple cider donuts. Ooh, got voted best. Wow, best in the state last year. Amazing. You've been a bit spoiled. Yes, that's amazing. What else do they have at the little farm stand? I'm jealous. I want a little farm stand that has that kind of stuff. They have the farmer's market. And I've seen one other farm stand, but they've mostly just got like some pumpkins and vegetables and stuff. The farmer's market has some odds and ends other than that. And there is a guy that makes fresh pasta. And so he's like there every weekend. I mean, that's a big draw. There's a baker that has loaves out front every weekend. There's a couple of like mom and pop. I'm trying to remember. There's a pretzel stand. There's a juice stand. There's like a preserves and jams stand, but like they're not, like strawberry. They're like Szechuan pepper and some other things. So it's like a wider variety of taste than you might expect from like rural Georgia. So it's been nice. Charlie says to Laura, hope everything is going well. It's pronounced Wana. Okay, Wana. I'm here to have some company while you read. You're not a writer. Anything works. Reading, writing, productivity, anything you want. So welcome. You're hoping to submit the flash to Infinite Horror magazines this week. Yay! I'm excited for you. What number is this going to make? I'm trying to recall from, but I don't remember. Laura says, I'm alive, which is good. Still stressed and unemployed, but finally making some headway again, writing-wise. Yeah. We're glad you're here. Monique says, Darcy's brother, Giorgio, goes to Berkeley College. You got the date from looking at their academic calendar on the college. Yeah. So that's just like, that's a difference, I guess, north versus south of when you start school. Giorgio is studying music composition. His dream is to make movie scores. Nice. Nice. Have you looked into any of the guys that have written a whole lot of the music scores? I know, so Tommy Prophet has written some, and then there's the two guys that had Two Steps from Hell. There's two composers, as well as Hidden Citizens. So they do covers, but they also do cinematic scores. And of course, there's Hammerstein. But yeah. Stacy says a lot of colleges move-in is Labor Day weekend. Others are the week before. August 27th sounds right. I'm trying to remember when you started grade school in Boston years ago. Yeah, I think that must be like a difference between North and South, because here in the South, it's been creeping further and further into the summer, which I don't like. But it's happening. So you could jump into the shower now. Hubby is home to watch the door. Also an option. It's definitely rough out there, but at least writing is happening again. Yeah, yes. From both my own experience and just like the articles that I'm running into, like people are sending out thousands of applications for jobs and either not hearing anything back, or the only thing that they hear back is like scammy jobs or that kind of stuff. So, yeah. August 27th is the start of new student orientation at Berkeley. Okay. Roy snuggles are sustaining you. Yay. I'm glad that Roy is there as well. Lower levels are getting earlier, but I think colleges are fairly standard because of when the semesters start and end. I don't know. I think it's still mid-August, like the 15th or so, for the colleges down here. But yeah, the lower levels, the like primary, elementary through high, started back on like August the 1st or August the 2nd this year, which means the teachers are back like July 20 somethings. So getting all set up for the week regarding editing projects, among other things. Nice. You haven't even heard back from Starbucks, right? Yeah, like people are like, oh, we'll just go get a service job or a retail job. And I'm like, they still aren't answering you back. And it's like you're too overqualified for a lot of things. And yeah, it's just like frustrating. Anyway, the library you signed to volunteer at, even the volunteering wouldn't. Wow. Barnes & Noble never respond. Yeah. I've put in a few at Barnes & Noble myself. I never response. Oh well. But anyway, so second sprint is the self-promo sprint. So if you have something that you want to promote writing-wise, please let us know. If you have a YouTube channel, Twitch channel, Etsy store, Amazon author page, website, blog, social media handles, any of that kind of stuff. Or if you have books or pieces out, let us know where to find them, where to find you, what their names are, what your name, if you're writing under a pen name, all that kind of stuff. Just remember, if you do not have a blue wrench of power, make sure that you sort of work around the direct link. So Stace says, I don't want to work at a bookstore. I would outbuy my paycheck. Well, I didn't outbuy it, but I sure spent about half of it. I worked at Books A Million for about a year and a half, maybe 2 years. Yeah, it was, I spent a lot of my paycheck. That's for sure. Oh well. Also, don't forget to subscribe to your fellow writers and streamers that you go to their sessions for. All right. This will be the same audio. Here we go. 1, save your document. 2, take a sip of your hydration. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back. That posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4 is make sure if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. I got 1103. 1103. Um, Again, several hundred of that were like actual new words, and then the rest was blending the added information, making sure the character was still in the scene. I finished the third scene. So I think I have 3 to go, I think, where this character is really like should be there. So yeah. But anyway, so I was adding information to my Bujo about that. Also checking off that I voted this morning, that kind of stuff. So yeah. Also, don't forget, if you are not subscribed, please consider it. If you are subscribed, thank you. And also make sure that you are subscribed to your fellow chat members that you see all the time. And make sure that you subscribe to those you go to their hosted streams. Also, make sure that you check out Laura. Laura has a YouTube channel, but Laura also has an ebook of your horror collection, Tiny Shivers, and it's free today, so check it out. And then Mom Maggie also posted, free until November 1st, it's a Halloween sale, How to Become a Crazy Cat Lady to Survive the Zompocalypse. Check it out. And also check out everything else Mom Maggie has done under MM Ward. Let's see. Heather said you worked 1 to 2 days a week for a friend who runs a used bookstore out of a local flea market, and you spent your paycheck. Then again, the job was for book buying money, so it served its purpose, right? Monique was saying this chapter is going to be so much fun. Ben, Cameron, and Julia are going to be treated to a 10-course meal tasting menu, which means you might have to plan another menu. Gotcha. Mom Maggie is struggling with migraine, so hopefully that will go away soon. Oh, Lenovo is letting me know that they have a sale. That was what that ding-a-ling was. It's fine. Heather says one of my services is sensitivity/conscious language reading, which you absolutely love to do. Here's an older blog post about it, so you can check out Heather's Substack as well as Heather's editing services. Mom Maggie says Heather is amazing. Everybody should hire her. CB had a nice, relaxing bath. Excellent. Lexi is here and says hello. But also your main character would smash the pumpkins. Yes. This was, again, let me show off the image for, oops, let me pop it back up. There we go. Here's our image for the picture poll. Your main character encounters a boo ball, which is just a pumpkin patch with a lot of ghosts in it, where the ghosts have to find the right pumpkin so that they can become proper jack-o'-lanterns. Your main character encounters this, so what is your main character going to do? A, start smashing pumpkins. B, start a pumpkin auction. C, help the ghosties find the right pumpkins. Or D, be an introvert, leave the party, and go home. That is your option. For today, those are your options. Green Ruled, good afternoon, fellow writers. Hello, welcome. Welcome. Heather says, all thanks. Happy blushy face. Yes, my tarot journal, which I have two that I can show off at the moment. I have a large print one, which is like 8.5 by 11. And then I have a 1-card option that's a smaller thing. So you can do your daily tarot prompts. I have those. And then I also have a 3-card draw journal as well, so that you can do your 3-card reading instead of just single card. So I have those, and those are for sale. Yes. I always forget about them. So thank you for the reminder and the plug, Mom Maggie. Here's the Bog Hag anthology that AuthorTubers presents. A lot of the AuthorTube peeps submitted stories for. Funky Sai says, Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Coffee is brewing, so things are looking up. Excellent. I did not have coffee. I did not have tea yet today. But I did have cinnamon roll. So yeah. Well, I did have tea. I take it back. I did have tea. I had constant comment. I lied. I had tea. Funky says, I love the words Bog Hag anthology, right? It's fun. Stephanie is here. Hello. Snuck in during that sprint and didn't realize your volume was down. Almost missed the break. That's okay. As long as you got something fun and or productive done. Here is Heather's link tree where you can inquire about all of the services that Heather does. Mom Maggie says, it was so fun to write for the Bog Hag anthology, and the proceeds go to an animal rescue charity, which is awesome. Funky is excited to see Heather. Heather's excited to see Funky. Heather did more planning, but you've got to go. You've got one more stop to make before heading home. You've got to buy Halloween candy for the son's trunk or treat at his school Wednesday night. Excellent. Cheers. Cheers. Yes. All righty. Let's do another sprinty sprint. And let's see. We could just do the... Let's see. Which one do we want to do? Do we want the waterfall, or do we want... Let's do Spooky Teapot. We haven't done Spooky Teapot in a while. But I think I'm going to scroll it down to a 25 just so I don't creep into your 3 o'clock hour too much. So let me do that real quick. So close. Close enough. So this one is silent with some bell tones at the end. So you can put on whatever spooky music you want. All right. So 1, save your document. And also, please help me remember to end the poll after this sprint. Help me remember that. 2 is to take a sip if you haven't done so in a while. So cheers. 3 is straighten your spine or roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4 is make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. That was the end of the third sprint, and I managed to get 1370, which is very good. Um, Lots of typos though, so I'm gonna have to go back and fix those. At least in the new part. The um, the blended part, I hope, is not too bad, but I will have to go back over it. But yeah, probably about that 300, maybe 400 is like new words. Um, Adding in that character's dialogue, adding in descriptions of what this character is doing, um, all that kind of stuff, reactions from the other characters to this character, yada yada yada. Anyway, I'm still in the fourth scene, but I want to see maybe 60% done with this scene, maybe. Um, so yeah, so 2 and 40%, 2.4%. um, yeah. Anyway, 2 more scenes and the rest of this one, and I think we should be good with adding this character in. But again, that will depend. When I do another read through, I'll determine if this character needs to be a little bit more involved still. But yeah. Also, I'm curious, since that was silent, what were you listening to? I've been listening to Aurora. I had been listening almost exclusively to Two Steps from Hell for like 2 weeks. And then I needed something with more lyrics. And so I swapped over to Aurora at the moment. Before that, I was on a Josh Groban kick because I hadn't listened to Josh Groban in a while. But yeah. So, what are you listening to? Podcast wise, music wise? I know some of y'all stream hop, so probably listening to other streamers as well. But yeah. Let's see. Also, Stacy is back and feels warm, which is excellent. Great. CB says, I'm planning to just flake out for the next couple of days. Sometimes, honestly, we need that. Sometimes we just need to relax and be not productive, recoup our sense of ourselves, right? Lexi got 1,408 with this one. Nice. Excellent. CB's watching the news. Okay. Lexi listens to Rotten Mangoes most of the time. I don't think I've heard anything from Rotten Mangoes. I'm gonna have to check them out. Let me write their name down. Okay. Rotten Mangoes. Excellent. Something new to check out. Made a huge mistake of listening to the Joe Rogan podcast. Gotcha. Okay, so Rotten Mangoes is a very good crime podcast. Interesting. Okay. I still have not made it all the way through the lore podcast. It's one of the things. So there's the lore podcast. There's some of like Brandon Sanderson's podcast. What's it called? Something silly. Anyway, I'm trying to remember what other podcasts I put on. Charlie has podcasts. Where I okay. There we go. Podcasts. Continue. Let's see. Laura has podcast episodes. Critical Role, of course. I don't even know where's It's like, where's my list of stuff? And I don't know. Anyway, it's been a while since I listened to a podcast, but I will check them out. Play on podcast does the audio Shakespeare with fully voice acted plays. Ooh, okay. That could be fun. They even update the writing sometimes for modern audiences. Nice. Yes. Your kiddo is going to be home early. They're changing her bus time and checking it out this week. Ooh, could be good. I always, we were the first neighborhood on the bus, and we were the last neighborhood to get off the bus. And it was that way for elementary through high school. It was frustrating because we lived maybe 3 miles from the school at any given time. And so we definitely could have walked home faster than riding the bus. So anyway, maybe not safer because there was some busy roads there, but like actual walking time, we probably could have made it home faster. Anyway, all right. Oh, poll. I need to remember the poll. Okay, our picture poll for the boo ball. What's our main character going to do when they encounter the boo ball? There it is. Okay. Staring right at me. Let's see. So 46% of our main characters are going to help the ghosties find the right pumpkins, and then tie between smashing the pumpkins so nobody gets a pumpkin jack-o'-lantern, or start a pumpkin auction. 19% each for those, and then 15% of our main characters are just going to leave the party to go home because introverted. Yes. That is our picture poll. You have been listening to Re Dracula, which is also fully acted, and the episodes come out the same day as the diary entries. Oh, that could be fun. Or they did in the past. Gotcha. Okay. Could be fun. CB says, walking to and from school when you were in primary was much easier than getting someone to drive you, and that your mom didn't drive them. Yeah. Yeah. If we did not have like super busy roads in between the school and our house, we probably would have walked. We did when we lived in Utah, because we were a couple blocks from the school, but I don't know how long the blocks were. But there was also a playground on the way to school, so there was actually several playgrounds. So yeah, so in the winter time, Dad would come along and he'd pull the sleds for us, and so we would go sledding before school. It was just like, in the wintertime. But yeah. Okay, your school was about 1.5 towns over. Yeah, that's a long way. That's a long way. You're a busser until you're in high school, which is just odd to your brain. Once you were in high school, did you walk or did you drive? Because I mean, there were plenty of our juniors and seniors that drove, and so you could get it was a weird situation where you could pay $1 a day, like in terms of like, hey, Thursdays I'm going to drive to school on Thursday, park, and then you go in and you pay $1 at the attendance office. Or you could do like a year-long or a semester-long, like bigger chunk of money, but it was less than $1 a day then. Yeah, I think we like, my brother was really the only one that drove. He would drive the both of us sometimes, but that was usually when he had, like, ROTC practice after school, for the drill team or the orienteering team. He was on the cross country team, so sometimes it would be for that. Um, so, sporting events type thing after school. And then sometimes he would, when I got the part-time job at the library, he would drive me over there, um, once or twice a week. So, but I never really drove, by myself senior year. I was always like pretty happy to ride the bus. There were some times where I was like, but generally senior year, I still rode the bus. So your dad dropped you off on his way to work, and after school you walked. Ah, okay, but you were scheduled as a walker in high school. Interesting. Though at some point you walked to your grade school and to your junior high. Interesting. I wonder if the zoning changed somehow. I don't know. Interesting though. All righty, y'all. Thank you very much for joining me. I am excited about this character making things better. I'm excited about new month, new Bujo theme, because my blue theme, I really like the blue. Here's the cover and quote. Autumn mists make everything look like a cozy storybook full of adventure and magic. And then I've got just like the blue mushrooms and magic potions as themes, and the windows, blue windows. So yeah, we're good. We're going to be solid and set for November in terms of both the story and in terms of the Bujo is already set up. We're good. You love the mushroom stickers. Me too. I bought them in every color they had available. So I have used the sort of brown and red ones. They were in September. They were the red ones, really. So I used the reddest that I had, because there are some that are sort of like on the orangey yellow red-ish spectrum. I'm hoping that doesn't fall off. But yeah, so here's my sticker book. I have too many stickers. But so I got the mushrooms from Journal Say. So I have, I can do this without spilling them. I have the green mushroom pack and the orangey yellow mushroom pack. And then I still have the purple and the white. Those are my other ones. I can't see what I'm looking at. Like, absolutely, this covers my view. So I'm hoping it's in focus. I'm hoping that you can kind of see the details of the mushrooms. Yeah. So, but I bought them in every color because I was like, I must have. I did the same thing practically with the little potion bottles, except I did not buy the pinky red one for those. I bought like every other color though. So yeah. But anyway. Yay for stickers. They make things way easier. All right, y'all. So don't forget to save your documents. Save them. Make sure you save all of your progress. Save your manuscript, your outline, your tracker, your all the things. And I will see y'all Wednesday for Halloween Eve. No, Halloween Eve. Yes, Halloween Eve. I think. Anyway, so I will see y'all on the 30th. If not, I will see you in November. All right. Bye.